and hold of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And the Chanticleers will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got it behind the line. It's Stevens. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Thundering Herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Dropping back, it's Evans. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys. He couldn't do it. So Coastal Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Chanticleers will have it first and 10. Thomas looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. from the 30-yard line on first down. That's reeled in. It's Vincent. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the shot that clears once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost have put quite a drive together. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
To throw, it's Evans. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
And that's another shot to clear.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Thomas back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Durham. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Evans. Makes the catch. It's Quinn. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Quinn. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but man, do they need a touchdown drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vincent. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the shot to clear is trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Sends it back in motion. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Evans. That's caught. It's Stevens. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Durham. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got enough space. Touchdown, Marshall! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Thomas looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give on the inside. Open space at the 25. Lots of running room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Thomas back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
And they're able to get him down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. A first down run on the doorstep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practiced that all week.
Oh, they blocked the kick.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Thomas looking to fire. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Vincent. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On 1st down from their own 22. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the shot that clears will line up to punt it away. They'll immediately call timeout. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Just keeps slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Townsend. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The shot that clears, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to run it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Back to pass, it's Evans. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Quinn. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. A run for the quarterback.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Setting up the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Thomas back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Herd!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Well, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Vincent. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Chanticleers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's got his man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Under fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here's the pressure. Soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, goes from Carolina. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort